was 4th of July the other day. And it was weird because I didn't even think about fireworks this year. I don't know. Fireworks are like my thing, even though I could never find them. Yeah, it used to be. How are fireworks more accessible in the 80s than they are now? Well, they're not. So that's a lie. To me. People used to hand you you'd get 3 lists. Remember somebody would hand you a list. Hey, here's a list. Oh, all right. And then I would sit there and look at it, and it was always the list always went from the cheapest stuff to the most expensive stuff. That's right. So it was Ladyfingers was bottom of the barrel. Do you understand? Or Morning Glories. Morning Glories, Ladyfingers. It's what are we doing here? Why don't we put on a skirt and high heels while we're at it? Then it was always the basics, the bread and butter stuff, the Matter firecrackers, the brick of jumping jacks, and the gross of bottle rockets. That's right. And then it moved up from there. 4-ounce rockets. Remember? What were they called? Zigzag and bumblebees? This type of thing. Do they have those anymore? Right. Then it went to happiness fountains, cuckoo fountains, kaleidoscopes. They're still out there. I know they're still out there. Pearl shots, 48 pearl shots. This type of thing. Happiness fountains. The most disappointing fountain you could put on the floor. That's right. A cuckoo fountain was disappointing too because it was this big, and you light it. It was just a shower of sparks. Cones. Cones were the most disappointing because that was a big ruse. Who makes fireworks? The Japanese? The Chinese? I have no idea. It's got to be the Chinese. How could it not be? Remember cones? Cones would fool you because they were so big. But in all reality, there was this much charge at the top of the cone. And you'd pull out this huge cone and set it on the floor, and everybody would be like, oh, wait for this. And then it was huh? Okay, anyway. Boo. You get this type of thing. Can you imagine? Then it was 8-ounce rockets, okay? 12-ounce rockets, right? Happiness, festival balls. I'm sorry. The biggest waste of money in your life is festival balls. Those are the little mortars. These are I don't know, mortars for preschoolers. This type of thing. They give you a dozen. You get a dozen. And everybody falls asleep when you light them. It's oh, yeah, this is when you go and you start walking around the neighborhood when they pull out the festival balls. Because they'll bore you to death. And unless you just take the whole box and light it on fire and just see what happens. Anyhow. Parachute fountains. Helicopters. Silver jets. First you had the paper helicopters, then you got up to silver jets, which was basically sending a cinder block into outer space and then letting it land on somebody's head. Oh yeah, piping hot 12 ounces of plastic coming down from outer space. This is great. I would love to see the emergency room 4th of July, 1980. Okay, you'd see about 10 people in there with the silver jet sticking out of their head, the fin in their skull. Yeah, please. Bandoliers. I mean, what are we talking about here? Bandoliers that look like wagon wheels. That was the thing. This is how 4th of July always went. It wasn't 4th of July, and I got news, it wasn't 4th of July the other day. Until somebody set off a bandolier, and it always happened around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You hear that. And you sit by your screen door, Still going. Hey, honey. Still go. Oh, it's me. Ma, do you hear it? It's still going. She says, it's still going, Ma. Ma, do you hear that? Ma, do you hear that? And she's like, yes, I hear it. I hear it. Go away. Die, please go away. Ma, it's still going. Yes, it's still going. Just like your heart. Yeah. And then it was all throughout the day, M80s, blockbusters. You know, you had to take stock in your head. M80, that was an M80. Did you hear that? That was an M80. Blockbuster, that was a blockbuster. Ash can, cherry bomb. You go down the canal, you throw blockbusters into the water, the fish come flying out of the water. Remember that? It was like Crocodile Dundee. You throw the blockbuster into the water, boom, all you see is fish come up to the surface. Snappers, what are you gonna do? I love it. I put this video up on TikTok. Oh my God. You have no idea. I don't even want to talk about that shit. I put this video of the Super Nintendo fish tank with two feeder fish in it. I've had this. I've had this talk before. 2 feeder fish into the Super Nintendo fish tank. What you gotta understand, what I do is, I put the fish into the Super Nintendo fish tank. I shoot the video, and then I immediately take them out and put them into a regular fish tank. My son has a big fish bowl. We put them in there. And people are going crazy. Torturing animals for your own benefit. These are. I gotta tell you right now. I went to PetSmart. This is not a lie. The guy at PetSmart. The fish were. Last time I went, they were 16 cents a piece. Now they're 12 cents a piece. That's right. The guy didn't even ring me up for the fish. He said, don't worry about the fish. Because I got some gravel and I got a little plant or whatnot. And he goes, don't worry. In the most corporate of corporate pet stores, PetSmart, where they don't let anything get away from the books. He goes like this. Yeah, don't worry about the fish. They're on the house. They were on the arm. Imagine that. So that's how little they're valued at PetSmart. And again, they're feeder fish. They're going to be eaten. They're bred to be eaten. And they're on my case about it. Go talk to PetSmart. I just gave these 2 fish the life of Riley. Two feeder fish never had it so good. Out of my country! And then some guy leaves a comment. He goes, my beta fish died last week, and every video I watch reminds me of him. And I wrote back to him, I guess you're the only beta now. That was a real singer. I don't know if you know that. I know. I don't know. I can't talk to these people. Like, I tune out. Like TikTok, like the comments on TikTok, I tune them all out. One guy was crying about the fish. I wrote back to him, I'm just glad you weren't around when we stormed the beaches of Normandy. Can you imagine? These kids are getting all wound up over 2 fucking feeder fish. There's absolutely 0 balls and 0 cunts out there today. That's right. No wonder why we have all these problems. There is 0 balls out there. Guys, young guys, you got to start taking steroids. I hate to tell you. do something. Please. Please. If 2 feet of fish in a small fish tank is ruining your day, you got to do something. Start sticking needles in your arm. So either steroids or heroin. Pick one. I don't care. They'll both do you a lot of good. Anyhow, where were we? Pinwheels. You don't see pinwheels anymore. Remember pinwheels? You nail them into the telephone pole, light them, and they just go bananas. They spin around. Oh my God, pinwheels. So much fun. So much fun. We used to light pinwheels on the floor. Oh, it doesn't take long to just completely pervert somebody. When you have a box of fireworks, okay, all of a sudden, it takes about T-minus 10 seconds before the fireworks become boring, and then you got to start doing wild shit. Like, I remember a guy came out with a ladder, and he took the bandolier. He brought out a full construction ladder, and he climbed up a telephone pole, and he nailed the bandolier. He unrolled it all the way up the telephone pole. And the great part is, as it's going off, it's going up the telephone pole. It was the greatest thing I ever saw. And everybody's standing around and like, yeah, yeah. And he's sitting there and he's lighting. Another thing to do is when you light a bandolier is you get a box of M80s or Blockbusters. And as the bandelier's going, you just keep on throwing M80s out into the road. So it's like, boom, 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 crash. United States of America, baby! So we're all sitting there, and this thing is going off, and all of a sudden I turn around, I do a double take. I'm like, there's 2 cops in the cop car with like the lights flashing behind me. Nobody could hear it because we're all watching this guy, and he doesn't see this either. So he just keeps on throwing M80s out there, and the cop's just sitting there like this. And then the guy turns around and he's like, oh! But nobody could do anything. It's not like you could have a conversation while a bandelier's going off. Especially when it's going up the telephone pole, you know? I mean, could you imagine a more horrendous way to break the law? So we're all sitting there, like, basically, we're all looking at each other. We're looking at the cops are looking at us. And we have to wait for like 1,000-shot bandolier to stop before we can have a conversation. And then it all ended, and the cop's like, just keep it down, all right? And he's like, oh yeah, no problem. And they turned around and went away. Great interaction. I think the cops just wanted to see the bandolier. I got news for you right now. If I'm a cop on 4th of July, I'm parking my car in CVS, and I don't want to know from anybody. This is the fire department's holiday. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm not arresting anybody for having fireworks on the 4th of July. What kind of Judas do you have to be? Anyhow. So all of a sudden, I get a phone call. This is day before 4th of July. I get a phone call from my sister-in-law. I got these fireworks. You want them? Bop, bop. I'm like, yeah, I'll take them. It's like $120. What are you going to do? I said, all right. I drove over there. I picked them up. That's all my son had to see. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! So now, this has got to be the afternoon day before 4th of July. This is what I hear every 5 minutes. Dada, we gonna light the fireworks? Dada, we gonna light the fireworks? Dada, we gonna light the fireworks? Dada, we gonna light the fire? No, sun's out. Sun's blazing out. You don't understand the concept of fireworks, son. It's got to be dark. This is what I'm explaining. It's got to be dark. Well, you don't see them. Oh. Are we going to light the fireworks yet? Are we going to light the fireworks yet? Are we going to light the fireworks yet? Oh. I mean, I get it. I was a kid, too. I was a kid too, but for crying out, Crin. Anyhow, 4th of July comes. We gotta go to my aunt's house for 4th of July. We gotta be there by 2 o'clock. We're late. It's already 3. It's already 3 and my wife still hasn't taken a shower yet. Anytime we have to go to somewhere like my family, it's beyond late. It's ridiculously, embarrassingly late. Anyhow, and then naturally we don't have anything to bring, right? Because nobody thinks ahead. So everybody, we hop in the car. Now I'm like stressed out. It's never easy. I'm stressed. We got to stop somewhere. And the worst thing to do, I got news for you. When you go over somebody's house, is stop at a supermarket to bring something like a cake. I love how you go into a supermarket and they actually have a guy baking back there. It's like, stop the ruse. Stop the ruse. He's taking it out of the box. He's putting it into the oven. If he's putting it into the oven, it's coming out of the freezer into the oven and then out onto the shelf. Yeah. And shrink wrapped. Nothing says I care about your party like showing up with a cake that's shrink wrapped with a huge label on it that you can't peel off. Why don't they make the labels so you can peel them off without leaving sticker residue behind? Anyhow, we stop at the supermarket. I get this cake. Then I'm standing at the self-checkout line, and this is where no good deed goes unpunished. There's an open self-checkout register there. And the other lines were just loaded. I don't like self-checkout, but the other lines were just loaded. And I walk up, and there's this old lady online, and there's an open self-checkout there. Now, I could have easily just went on my way and paid for the damn thing, and that old bag would have been sitting there like this till the 5th of July. But I say, excuse me, I said, there's one open over here. Oh, thank you. And she goes walking, now I'm behind her. And she can't figure out how to use the fucking self-checkout. Big surprise! I can't believe it. 80-year-old woman doesn't know how to use. There's no hand crank on it, Grandma. Come on! I got a party to get to. So she's sitting there, and it's like, she just walked into, I don't know, what do they call those? That fucking movie? What's the big movie theater? THX. Now I'm old. This is great. Now I'm showing my. She just walked into, I don't know, the most advanced cinema. All right, she thinks she's at the movies now. She's just like in awe, looking at the self checkout. I said, "Oh my God, I'm not getting out of here. I'm not going into stores anymore. Do you understand, Amazon? Amazon, can I dial my phone and just have a cake land in the backyard with a drone? I want a drone landed cake. So I don't have to go into stores anymore. That's right. I don't care if you land the fucking thing in the swimming pool. I don't want to go to the store. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, I love this. I get back in the car, I'm explaining this to my wife. She goes, well, why didn't you help her? And I'm like, she's got fucking 3 face masks on. Do you understand? I'm not approaching this lady. An 80-year-old person, you breathe on them today, and I don't know, they go into thrombosis. They're so afraid. And I don't blame them. I don't blame old people. Listen, if you're 80-something years old, you should be just showered in fear. All right? I don't even know how you handle walking off a curb. Because if you fall down, that's it. I get the casket out here. It's over. Broken hip, that's it. That's it. I don't come out of the house. I want a Barker lounger, and I want everybody to leave me alone. That's what I should have said, though. Why are you coming out of the house? So anyway, 3 hours later, she does the self-checkout. Now I go up behind her, and I'm trying to scan the barcode on this cake. The barcode won't scan. The sticker's got a crease in it, so the barcode won't scan. So I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, where's the scanner attendant? Oh, you didn't know, folks? Scanner attendants don't exist anymore. That's right. But now that everybody's indoctrinated into the scanner, they've all but disappeared. You're on your own. You're on your own. I'm sitting there. Do I got to input an item number? I don't know how to do that. I said, that's it. I said, I got to go get online now. And then I got to explain to the guy behind me. I said, excuse me, I got to go stand online to pay for this now. So now I stand online and I get to the, by the way, the people in front of me, I don't know what this is. This is the 4th of July and people are shopping like the end of the world is here. There were shopping carts. I don't know if have you been to a supermarket lately? People are loading their shopping carts to the ceiling. What's going on here? It's 4th of July. Anyhow, I finally get up to this girl. She's like pale. She has a hat on. This girl had to weigh, I don't know, 75 pounds. Pale, and like all these activists that don't eat meat and activist stickers on her on a hat. It's Stop and Shop, guys. All right, this is it. And like rainbows and stuff like this. I'm like whatever. She looks like, I don't know, one of her arms is ready to break off. Eat vegan, this type of thing. I see like blue veins with the like. I don't know. If this is your diet, it needs to be changed immediately. It looked like the most unhealthy young person I've ever seen. She couldn't be more than 16, 17 years old. I said, I felt like telling her, whatever you're doing, do the opposite. Because she couldn't even lift the cake. She takes the cake and she's like, it won't scan. And I'm like, I know, I was over at self-checkout. I tried scanning it and it wouldn't scan. And then she gives me like a dirty look. Like, don't tell me how to do my job. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. That's when I keep my mouth shut. I say, it's on you now. This is your job. Go for it. So now she needs the item number, but since the sticker's like folded up under the cake, she's like this. For every number of the item number, she has to lift the cake. And her arms are like shaking when she lifts the cake. Because I don't know. I don't know. This is the most frail human being on planet Earth. And right now she's doing, these are like, I don't know, Olympic cleaning presses for her. I said, that's it. I'm not going back to stores anymore. I'm not. Oh, and then we're going over my aunt's house. She's got a swimming pool. So naturally I got to tell my son, bring your bathing suit because there's a swimming pool. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm like, all right. Calm down. He gets his swimsuit on. We get to the house there, and I gotta get in the trunk. I gotta get everything out. I got the cake back there. I mean, the doodads and baubles, towels, this type of thing. I closed the trunk. My wife's got this like full-blown life preserver on him. I'm like, how? What? And it's like something you'd go skiing with. I never saw anything like this. It was a full-blown life preserver. I'm like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? She's like, well, after what happened last year, because my son, I don't know, he tried to, it wasn't last year, it was 2 years ago because of COVID last year. He tried committing, I don't know, Harry Carey. He just jumped in the pool. Yeah, when he was 3 years old. He just walked to the edge of the pool and jumped in like Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I remember I'm sitting there drinking a Jack and Coke, like looking at the. I remember distinctly the neighbor had this birdhouse. It was a bird hotel, like a birdhouse, like this big with like 20 holes in it, and the birds were like going in and out. I'm like, I wonder if this is a whorehouse. Maybe this is like a bird whorehouse. And then the next thing I look and my son's underwater. He just like jumped in the water. I hear a splash. I look over. My son's under the water. I'm like, what the fuck happened here? I jump up onto the deck. I mean, you got to understand something, like Olympic strides. Okay? I jumped up onto the deck. I reach in and I pull my son out of the water. I saved his life. Do you think I get a little appreciation for that? Like, I feel like now he would understand. I said, I'll understand a little bit. Son, I saved your life. That's the thing. Kids don't understand death. That's a real problem. Like, when he runs out into the middle of the road chasing a ball, I say, Tan, you don't understand. You get hit by a car, and then you're dead. I tell him, then you're dead. What's that? It's like, you're no more. I don't know how to explain it. You don't exist anymore. And then he's like, where do I go? And I'm like, you go to Dead Town. You're dead. Where do you go? That's how you, and then what are you supposed to say? Oh, you go to heaven. You didn't know? Great place. Wonderful place. You get whatever you want. That's right. You wear white clothes. You float around in the sky. Sounds great. Where's the car? Where's the car I can jump out in front of? Is that what you're supposed to tell him? You're going to burn in hell. How about that one? That would be more effective. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So just get out of the middle of the road before you go to a lake of fire and fry. How about that? You can't explain death to a kid. Like, when does it really sink in? Because it's still not sunken in, even though I tell them all the time. You do that, you're going to die. And then you're dead. And then you're not here anymore. No more mommy and daddy. And then it's like, oh, well, no more mommy and daddy. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Sounds like a party. I don't know. So then I got so drunk there. I got so drunk. He had Jack Daniels there. I got annihilated. Guys, it's 4th of July. All right? I'm here to party. It's 4th of July and Halloween as far as I'm concerned. Every other holiday, you could flush it right down the toilet. You know how you get really drunk? When you're talking to like a group of people, like 4 people, and somebody's talking, like somebody's holding court, so to speak, and they won't make eye contact with you. It's like they're talking to everybody else except for you, because you're just an embarrassing drunk now and you're going to say something stupid. I don't care. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Listen. Then we leave there and we go to my brother-in-law's right around the corner here. It couldn't be better. I said, where we go? I didn't even know where we were going next. We left there before it got dark. I said, what's the next destination? We go over to my brother-in-law's house. I'm like, great. The drinking continues. The eating continues. The slobbery continues. You understand? And then it starts getting dark. The shots come out. I mean, I love this. I was drinking Jack and Cokes, and then when I came over here, I started drinking beer. I love the old, when people tell you, beer before liquor, you're getting sicker. Or liquor before beer, you're in the clear. That's high school shit. I got news for you. Pour it down the hatch. When you get to my age, if you get into your 40s and you're over 200 pounds, pour it down the hatch. That's how it works. That's right. It's called pour it down the hatch. The party's on. That's the new saying. Beer, shots, liquor, gunpowder, just pour it down. Let's see what happens at this point. You're like anything but this bore of life. Let's see what happens. So I'm even more bummed now, and it's dark, so it's time to get the fireworks. Guys, magical times. 4th of July when the sun goes down. Do you understand? It's like the adrenaline starts pumping because you know what's going to happen. I love fireworks. I love them. So I go to my house, and my wife's like, babe, bring the fireworks over. And I'm like, oh boy. I wanted to do them in private with my son. I know. Like two drug addicts. Me and my son were gonna go in the backyard and do fireworks. Like light each one individually. You gotta understand something. When you got a bunch of fireworks and people want you to like come over and there's like a crowd of people, the pressure's on. Now I gotta put on a display. So this has gotta be choreographed. You gotta start with the small stuff, work up to the big stuff, or you start getting boos. People start booing you. It's like a Knicks game. So it's like the pressure's on. I just wanna like light each one, like examine it, this type of thing. I mean, I already had a pole mounted in my backyard. I had a 36 pack of assorted rockets. Okay? I like rockets. I like rockets and I don't like rockets. I like rockets because they land in somebody else's yard. That's right. I got the scumbag neighbor over here with a dog that doesn't shut up. So I was like the Germans in World War II, and my neighbor was England. So I set up the pole. So I did a couple test fires with some small rockets, and then I saw they were gonna fall right in his yard. I said, perfect, no cleanup for me, and it's basically like V2s landing in his yard all night long. His lawn must look like a porcupine. July 5th. Anyway, the problem with rockets is when you light a rocket, they go up so high that no matter how big the report, that's the other thing. I'm looking at these rockets. The rockets are so corporate now. The artwork on 8-ounce rockets used to be beautiful. It used to say like dragons, a flying dragon or something like that, have a dragon on it. 8 ounce, it tell you how much powder's in it. 8 ounce with report. This type of thing. I'm looking at this rocket. It just says like nothing on it. It has a picture of exactly what it doesn't look like. And now all of the rockets have plastic caps on the fuses that are hard to get off. I'm like, what is this? I need like a pair of pliers to get the fuse caps off. And then I gotta throw fuse caps all over the lawn and clean them up the next day? I'm out. I want my old 8-ounce rockets back. Anyhow. So what I bought was a big cake. It was a big cake. Like a big one like this. One big cake, and it was like one bag of 36 assorted rockets. The cake was like $94. It had price tag $94, and the rockets had a price tag of over $100. So I got the thing for $120. And I'm like, this shit is expensive for not much stuff. So I already know what's going to happen when I go. They're like, bring the stuff. So I go over there and I said, that's it. I said, I'm not dicking around with these rockets. I said, I'm going to put up the cake first. Huge mistake. I set off this cake. It was called the Snap, Crackle, and Pop. This thing blew up the neighborhood like it was fucking Statue of Liberty was in town. I couldn't believe it. It was like we were storming the beaches in Normandy. It was amazing. This was an incredible cake. It was huge. It was huge. It was like this. Anyhow, and it weighed, I don't know, weighed a lot. So once I did that, like the entire backyard came to the front yard. And then they're like, this is going to be the greatest show on earth. And then I pounded a pipe into the ground and I started lighting rockets off. You couldn't be more disappointed. Here's the problem with rockets. They gain so much altitude that when they explode, you can barely see it because it's so high up. Mortars don't go very high. So you get this huge, like if that rocket went off, it exploded like 20 feet above your head, you'd be like, wow! But the problem is it goes up like 10 miles. And then you're like, something happened? I start lighting these rockets off, and it's the most disappointing, I don't know. I fired off one of the mid-sized rockets, and everybody was like, burr, burr. So I went straight to a big one. I was like, I'm going to get him now. And then I realized that now we're in for 36 rockets of disappointment. And I'm lighting them one at a time. I don't give a shit about anybody. And I'm lighting them off, and my wife is like, Bae, she says to me, Bae, they're not doing anything. And I'm like, oh, number one, thank you, wife. Like it could have been any other Judas out there, but it has to be my Judas wife. Thank you, honey. So I turn around to her and I said, would you like me to call the manufacturer? Like, what do you want me to do about it? I don't know. And then my wife keeps on heckling me while I'm lighting off these rockets. And finally, I turned around to her. I said, listen, honey, this is going to come as a big surprise for you right now. But these rockets are for the kids. Okay? I'm sorry. It's not, the Jones Beach fireworks display. But this is for the kids. So why don't you go back in the backyard? It really wasn't for the kids, but, it looked like it was for the kids. So that's how I tried to twist it. Like, this is for the kids. What do you want me to do? And not only that, I have white shorts on. And I'm lighting rockets. So next thing you know, I look down. I have. It looked like I was holding a bomb from a cartoon, and it went off. That's what my shorts look like. I had like this Anthony Hopkins at the end of Silence of the Lambs get up on. It was like white shorts, like a Hawaiian shirt, this type of thing. They were black. White shorts on the 4th of July. Smart. That's smart. That's really, that's great. That's great. I know. And then like the 16. Then when I'm done, then like the 16-year-old kid showed up with like a huge box of fireworks, and basically made me look like complete dog shit. I went from being the alpha male. Listen, when I put down that cake and it went off, I might as well have ripped off my shirt, and all the women at the party could have just like clawed at my chest. And then by the end, I don't know. It was like I was peeing on my own balls. And then this 16-year-old kid shows up out of nowhere with a huge box of one of the neighbors with a huge box of fireworks. And everybody was looking at me like, how come you couldn't do that? And I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta run. I'm done. Listen, Callahan here. reporting for duty. That's right. That's right. We're scanning, believe it or not. I know you don't hear any hit. This new scanner is something else. Guys, this... Just like that, we're scanning for crimes. Okay. Working out the bugs. What do you want me to tell you? Guys, very, very exciting show today. We went out to the garage sales. I gotta tell you right now. First garage sale we went out to, very exciting. Pair of Chuck Taylors in my size, impossibility. In a 14. Yes, I know. No, they're not oars for a boat. Okay? Guys, if I find sneakers in my size, I'm buying them. That's right. That's what I've been doing. I've been buying used shoes on eBay now. I understand. We're gonna get a toe fungus. I don't care. Hey, what am I gonna do? I like them even though they're dirty. They're new and they're not new at the same time. They're like new and they're dirty. I'm in. What are you gonna do? Am I supposed to leave them there? No, sorry, Bob. Anyhow, we went to a sale and we got a bunch of games. Spanish garage sale, if you could believe that. We found something. Guys, I'm here to tell you right now. The two worst garage sales you can go to is a Polish garage sale and a Spanish garage sale. I'm sorry. Those are the facts. Those are the facts of life. I'm here to tell you. I've been into enough of them. You want me to sit here and lie to you? Or are we going to sit here and be adults? It's the facts of life. Where's Mrs. Garrett? You're not going to hear this anywhere else, but it's the truth. So it just so happens she had a box of games there. I said, how much are the games? $1 a piece. I'm in. Pocket Bike Racer, I don't know what's going on here. Xbox. Sealed. How about that? Rainbow Six, 3, Xbox. Pokemon Coliseum, GameCube. My son, all he could talk about is he thinks every game is his now. I'm like, no. Sneak King. I don't know what was going on with the Xbox and the Burger King guy. What the fuck was going on? There's like a whole bunch of these games. That's not. Here he is here. What do they have? A contract going on or something? Sealed. What are you gonna do? Gran Turismo 3, A-Spec, PS2, and again, another one of these Burger King games. What was this, a promotion or something? Big bumping. And that's sealed too. I mean, what are you gonna do? This garage sale is something that I have been looking for and haven't been looking for. Interestingly enough. Wow, who knew what was going on with the PlayStation 3? The PlayStation 3 is cooking. Can I explain something to you? If I want to tell you about a console that I know absolutely nothing about, it's the PlayStation 3. I remember when it came out, and it was a big phenomenon that you could buy a video game console with a Bluetooth built in. This was huge. And I remember thinking to myself, that's a good deal. But then it's like the PlayStation 3 came and went. I don't know how to explain it. It was like the Wii U. It's one of these under the radar type of consoles, and I never played it. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that they're friggin' ripping expensive now. So what a thrill to get one for, well, the guy wanted $20 for it. He wanted $20. There goes Rita. Consoles in general right now are just so friggin' expensive. And I got news for you. I never really liked the way the PlayStation 3 looks, but it's kind of growing on me. It is kind of growing on me. And I have a little piece of information for you right now. The PlayStation 1 is so beautifully engineered. I don't know, after doing that PS1 clear build, that is such a beautifully made console. God, it's so simple and it's so, I don't know. It's so well put together. Anyhow, what are we talking about here? We're talking about PlayStation 3. So here we go. I mean, what am I going to do? The guy had no controllers for it, no AV cords. I mean, just the plug in there. I said, where's the rest of the stuff? I said, will you take 15 for it? He said, yeah, 15. So there we go. Does it work? Does it work? Good question. Good question. We plug it in right here. Huh? Does it work? Uh-oh. Oh, there's a switch in the back. Okay. Oh. Yes, it works. It works, okay. Very good. Here you go. So, you know, a lot of things can be done with this, if you know what I'm talking about. So we'll see. Very curvy young lady, huh? How about that? All right, where are we gonna put this down? I got no room in here, guys. Really, there's no room. Something's got to happen around here. All right. So, most exciting thing I think for me is I haven't run across any audio equipment lately, and we came across this right here. Harman Kardon EQ8 Harman Kardon HK990VXI. Oh, this is one of these heartwarming stories. And I'm going to tell you something right now, guys. This is old school Harman Kardon here. I want to see 80s, late 80s. Okay, this is when Harman Kardon was Harman Kardon. What destroyed Harman Kardon is when they started making computer speakers. That's when I heard about them. I never knew about Harman Kardon. That's how you know that's good audio equipment, when a young dipshit doesn't know about it. I didn't know about Harman Kardon until they started making packaged like computer speakers. Say, oh, they got Harman Kardon. It's a Bang & Olufsen speakers. That's another brand that went down the shit pipe, right? This type of thing. BMW speakers. Bose. Right? Anyhow. Then as soon as I saw Harman Kardon receivers in Costco, I knew it was over. That's like the nail in the coffin for any brand. I remember when I saw Snap-on tools at Costco, I said, oh God, they'll never be the same to me. I will never have respect for a Snap-on tool again. That's right. They're a Costco now. You can't look me in the face and tell me that this Snap-on toolkit for $29.99 is the Snap-on tool that I used to know. That's right. It's out. I remember when Tommy Hilfiger clothing came to Costco. I said, that's it. It's out. I said, basically, any clothing that comes to Costco, out of fashion. End of story. That's basically it. It's ID'd for out of fashion. Hold on, we're getting Morse code here. What happened? We got a submarine down. Guys, it can't surface. All right. Call the Navy. What the fuck is going on here? Anyhow. So here we go. This is Harman Kardon, guys. This is the real shit right here. Do you understand? And it's probably not even the real shit. But what I love about it, it says high voltage, high current on it. Like, how what? So this is precisely the moment that we've been waiting for. Because we got this package right here. Very, very special package from Chris at Classic Gaming Quarterly. And I've been so excited to open this one. And Chris probably thinks I forgot about it. But I've been waiting. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh, my God. Guys, look what Chris has been doing. Number one, we got a note here. Oh, look. Wow. This guy's got his own postcards. Jesse, rock out with your cock out, Chris. P.S. PC Engine Chronicles Volume 9 when? Okay. Okay. Look at this. Coasters? Coasters? Yes. To this day, oh my God, wait till you guys see this. To this day, I listen to Classic Gaming Quarterly and I say this guy has the greatest diction out of any YouTuber like out there. If I was him, I would just record my voice and listen to it all day. This guy is like, I don't know, he's a master of the English language. What do you want me to tell you? Here we go, guys. He made these mixtapes. Classic Gaming Quarterly Mixtape number 1, Sega Genesis in 1991. Guys, I love this idea. On a Maxwell 60-minute, are you kidding me? Look at the beautiful job he did putting that together. It has the names of the songs on there. What do we got here? Streets of Rage, Midnight Resistance, Alien Storm, Outrun, Guy Aries. Oh, this is a winner. Sonic the Hedgehog. Troubleshooter. Raid and Trade. Musha. Guys, Super Nintendo. Mixtape Volume 2, Super Nintendo. Oh, guys, you remember that tape? Super Castlevania F-Zero. Look at ActRaiser, R-Type. Oh my God, this is awesome. And last but not least, Mixtape Volume 3, PC Engine Hue Card Shooters. Oh my God, this is big time. Big time. What do we got on there? By the way, Bithead 1000 was consulted for this mixtape. Yes. R-Type Gradius, Soldier Blade, Air Zonk, Salamander, Terra Cresta 2, Final Soldier, Tatsujin, Superstar Soldier, Dead Moon. Image Fight. Image Fight. Boy, oh boy, you want to talk about bravery. That was a brave move, Chris. So here we go. What better way to demo this arrangement right here than with these... Where do we start? Where do we start? We start with the Sega Gen. We start from Volume 1. Oh my God. I don't have time for this right now. I got mixtapes in tow. Here we go. You ready for this? All right, let me tap into the Edison line. All right, here we go. We're in switched here. All right, EQ tuned up. That's right. Power on. tape deck on. We got a equalizer's bringing it down. Equalizer on. Why is it down? Alright. I gotta figure out what's going on with EQ. We'll leave it for now. Guys, come on. Streets of Rage, iconic music. Let's fast forward a little bit, shall we? What? What happened? What happened? It's playing. We lost her, Captain. We lost her. What happened? What did I do? All right, guys. We lost her. I don't know what's going on. She tuned out. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right. Well, battery's on. We're gonna have to switch over. We're gonna have to switch over. I tried everything. We're gonna have to switch over to the 1010. That's it. You know what? The Sansui never lets us down. Do you, baby? What the hell happened now? What the hell happened? All right, guys. Okay, naturally, I think. What the hell is this? This is good. Is this Midnight Resistance or Alien Storm? Oh God, Sega Genesis in the house. Sega Genesis in the house. My God. I can't imagine how much fun this must have been for Chris to put together. I mean, it's just like video game music. It's like, come on. Here we go. Here's Super Nintendo. Let's see what we got here. Somebody, you know, Chris, why don't you be kind and rewind? Huh, buddy? Listen to the hiss of the tape. Huh? get any better, guys. Wow. How dramatic. Guys, we got some bangers on here. I mean, we don't have, you know, till the end of time here. My battery's about to go dead. Listen to this. F-Zero? Anybody? Oh wait, no, that's ActRaiser. Oh my God. The majesty of that music. We got to get our audio straightened out here. I'll tell you that right now. Woo-wee. And here we go. I'm afraid. Do you have any idea? Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. On a beautiful Maxell. Look at this. It's like a brand new tape. Here we go, baby. What are we starting with? Oh, here we go. I got neighbors. I don't care. What an intro. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. My Judas camera it overheated on me. I didn't even know this was possible. That's right, it couldn't take the heat of the PC engine. Come on. Kidding me? Let's go. Damn it. Oh. Why is it doing that? My audio equipment is cursed today. All right, here we go. Who do we got? We got Gradius next. Okay, it's gonna melt right into it. Oh, come on. Guys, this is shooter royalty. I'm going to skip around here because we have to get to this. Oh my God. You ready for this? Listen, we've all heard this music before, but to hear it to come through on a cassette tape is so exciting. Oh my God. The subwoofers are popping. Listen to the drums, will you? We got to go to the next one. We got every single one. I don't want to pass it. Hey, Zonk, anybody? Oh my God. All right, we're gonna do one more, and we gotta go to Tatsujin because it's 1980s fitness music. You didn't know? Yeah. Here we go. It's right in the middle. What? Oh, it's hardcore, baby. Is that Terra Cresta? Terra Cresta 2? Incredible. Oh, wait a second here. This is Dragon Spirit. Are you ready for the greatest solo? It's a keyboard solo, is it not? Here we go. Jimmy Page? Here it comes. Here it comes. Dragon Spirit. Do you understand? I got no. It's a bit of a mundane shooter. Let's face it, guys. Please. Oh shit! Hold on a second here. Did I pass Tatsuchi? I might have passed it. The salamander here? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. Okay. Oh, God almighty. Salamander, baby. Nah, slow it down. Here we go. Okay. Guys, let's go. Let's finish it off on side 2, song 1. Yeah. That's right, it's going to take a while. Again, guys, sip a coffee to Chris. It makes me want to put together my own mixtape. What a spectacular collection of mixtapes. I'm so proud to have a copy of these. I really am. I'm so excited about this, Chris. It's awesome. Here we go. Right, get your leg warmers on, your leotard, okay, and your LA Gear sneakers. What? Huh? Come on! They don't make them like this anymore. No siree. Groove do you need? It's disgusting at this point. Guys, do you realize you just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization? And you better believe that. With a 4K face! We'll see you next time. Guys, I don't know if you were... the hissing. If you're aware of this or not, we are doing a dynamite show on Patreon. I don't know how to tell you. It's dynamite. It's my greatest living achievement. It's the Advices program. Oh my God. We give wonderful advices. That's right. You email me. Email down below. You email me, put advices in the header, because we do the show on the fly. That's right. We like to have a little drink. We like to give advices. That's right. And we give wonderful advices just like this. For some reason, I can only drink one Corona. Then after that, especially if you put a lime in there, you're like, the first couple sips, oh, this is good. Then you get to the bottom and you're like, I don't want another one of these pieces of shit. I'm done. Sitting around too much gives you depression. That's right. I love when you meet people with depression. It's like, who has fucking time? I'd love to be depressed. And I tell you right now, the pit of an avocado is a sex toy. I don't know if you know that by now. It's like God's sex toy. I'm telling you right now, use your imagination. You don't have to race around on a treadmill while you're pregnant. And we're talking late into it too. The belly's jumping up and down. The kid's in there. He's like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? If I was a kid, I'd just be like, that's it. I'd be, with my fingernails, I'd scratch the water open. I know. My hair's falling out too. What do you want me to tell you? It's a wonderful program, guys. I think we're 16, 17. We might be 18 shows in. I think we're 18 shows in. This is a tremendous amount of content So you go on there, and it's just one show after another. It's fantastic. That's it, guys. Leave me an email, and we answer all your questions, and all your problems go away. Just like, it's that simple. And then life becomes a joy again. That's right. Just like that. All right, guys. Thank you to all the Patreons. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.